Hello, Cancer, and welcome to the final forecast of 2016. This is your December reading, and as always, you can use this for your sun sign, for your moon, and for your rising. So I hope you guys have had a really nice holiday season, and this month I want to focus a little bit on how you can connect to empathy. And when I was channeling information for you this month, I got the idea of duty or responsibility. And the interesting thing about empathy is a lot of times we just see it as, oh, that's something nice. I don't need to care about other people. I just need to kind of move on. This card is showing that we all have a responsibility to at least try to understand someone's point of view. Now, you don't want it to feel like it's a mandatory thing, but it is something where we are responsible to try to empathize. So for you, I would say trying to work ways in to understand other people's perspective, and that can come through just asking a question, like what someone means, or pausing before speaking. That can help. And the other thing is, for some of you, it might help if you, I get the word sort of like, put it into a routine, so it becomes part of who you are, and basically just train yourself that before you start to talk about maybe your life, your day with a partner or with a friend, you start first with saying, how are you doing? How did everything go for you today? And then let them unload a little bit first, and then they're going to be more able and willing and open to listen to you. Okay? The other thing with duty, and I think the reason that word came through, is that this month is going to be very challenging for you if you're trying to take time off or make room for a vacation. I think there's a lot of responsibilities and duties that could catch up with you. So my advice is to try to get all of your to-do things, your to-do list done around the first or second week of the month. It's just so that you can enjoy. Otherwise, I'm sensing a little bit of tension as you get to the middle of the month. All right, so let me go ahead and shuffle the deck. And as I'm doing this, I just want to say hello to anybody that's watching this video for the first time, just to give you an idea of how I normally organize it. We'll take a look at the month using a Celtic cross, and then I will expand the forecast with 4 oracle cards, one for health, one for wealth, one for love, and one for your future or your destiny. In addition to that expanded forecast, I pull a card that I call a catalyst. That's sort of like the general advice card for the month, which will help you focus a little bit on that channeled information that I gave you, and also hopefully bring into context any other questions that might come through. So your catalyst card this month, which we just talked about, is trust. And accept that my inner voice is always guiding me and giving me the correct guidance, basically. So for you, trusting your intuition is going to be really, really key to success this month. Let's see what's... Also, I would say this. If there's anyone in your life that you don't trust, now is the time to evaluate if you really want them to continue to be a part of your life. All right, so with that in mind, we're starting with the 10 of Cups in reverse. For me, this is always a family and a community card. It's a connection to your friends and your environment. But when the card is reversed, it's basically not going to provide all of that safety and that comfort that you need. Instead, people around you, those that are most intimate and loved around you, may need more from you than you're willing or ready to give. And that's something you'll have to look at and decide, how much can you give? Because I do see a need for you to get a significant, like I said, I think it's going to be a busy start of the month. So there may be some contracts that need to be dealt with, some sort of documentation or record keeping. And so give yourself time to do that first. And then if you have the time and the desire to be emotionally supportive for your family and your friends, you can lend a lot more support as the month starts to proceed. But you have to, at the very beginning of it, you have to spend time on your own affairs, on work, etc. And the reason I mention that is I look into your deep past. We have Ace of Pentacles reversed. What this is showing me is that some of you may have some uneasiness in your stability when it comes to living situation, paying mortgage, etc. Or there may have been a significant amount of money that you had to spend, or possibly you had to invest something, or you lost money or lost a job. The reversal is usually showing money not coming in but going out, or being frozen, or somehow reallocated, so you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable. This causes stress, or it could cause stress, is what I'm sensing. And I think some of you may also be having some issues with your sleep and feeling rested. So I think the two go hand in hand, the stress over making a decision, was it the right decision, and also the stress over, am I going to be okay? What's coming ahead? The good news, and I'll pull the camera down and leave it for a second here, your crowning card is the Knight of Cups. And this means probably someone in this beautiful group of friends and family, even the ones that need your help, there's someone here that can come to your assistance. You definitely have a listening ear to help you out, to take care of you. One thing that I want you to trust, again, we talked about this trust thing, is you have sort of this either big idea or intuition that for some reason you question. So in December, I want you to stay strong with whatever you need or want to do if it's very important for your life. For instance, if you've been putting off going to college, or if you've been putting off talking to your mother, or taking care of something big, trying to get a promotion at work. This is the month to really hunker down on that and put all of your energy into one sort of solid goal. Great positive card here in your ego position, the Ace of Cups. And what this is showing for you is that this is a really good month for love and partnerships. And also, it's just a great month for you to... I said it was difficult to take a vacation at the beginning of the month, but I'd absolutely recommend it at the end, because with this card comes a renewed sense of creativity, the ability to sort of just relax and enjoy. So I do want you to take advantage of it, but I would wait until later in the month. If you're looking to date new people, if you're not in a relationship, there may be a younger water sign, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces, that comes through for you, or just someone that's a little bit younger than you. And what I'm sensing here is that both of you could be a little apprehensive of how quickly to get into a relationship. I think that your energy is really better spent this month on manifestation. The High Priestess is about doing what you love, attracting people to that sort of, that productivity, that energy, and that passion. And once you sort of get your work done, I really do feel the first 2 to 3 weeks are about you taking care of your own goals, your own dreams, and your aspirations. Then you're going to have a lot more time for love and relationships. For those of you that are unemployed or are not seeking a relationship right now, I would say this is about partnerships in business, and just trying to kind of connect with your friends a bit more than you have in the past. Your outcome card is Knight of Swords in reverse, which is showing me a little bit of sluggishness when it comes to your communication this month. So if there's something really difficult that you need to talk to someone about, and what I'm sensing here is that it may be very difficult for you to sort of like articulate, and I don't think that's something you normally have a hard time doing, but perhaps what you can do is, talk to a friend, or just really think, is this what I need to deal with at this moment in time? All of these pausing cards here are showing me that it's a month when you're supposed to lend a little bit more support to other people. And I think that's what the Duty card is. It might be helping take care of a parent, or if you're a parent, helping take care of a sick child. It's a month when you give a little bit more than you get. But what you do receive this month is good. You will get possibly great partnerships and love opportunities. So I like that quite a bit. Just keep an eye on the money. That's something that's really important this month. So let's expand your forecast. We'll get a little more clarity. We'll start first with your health situation. I'd like to remind you that health includes both mental and physical, and also spiritual. So we've got this fog card here, which means for some of you, either you're sort of hiding a little bit behind what you know to be true, but you're either afraid or unwilling to sort of embrace, or there's a lot of uncertainty around you, and that explains this card pretty well. So for your health, if you're feeling, stress, the key thing here to do is to talk to someone, maybe a psychologist or psychiatrist, meditate, or you can talk to a spiritual coach or someone in your life that can help you. The other thing is this can just relate to a mental fog, which the easiest way to lift a mental fog is to try to interject fun. A lot of times I tell my clients this, and they'll be like, I don't have time for fun. I'm like, bingo, that's actually the problem is, if you work too hard, and you're too tied to deadlines, expectations, and then beating yourself up sometimes for not meeting those expectations, the productivity takes a nosedive. And then you just get in this perpetual cycle of thinking, I haven't done this, I'm not doing this, or I can't think clearly. So also, if you're having mental fog issues this month, think about eliminating or reducing the amount of caffeine and alcohol that you're putting into your system. Anything, even the energy drinks, not a great idea. It would be much better to just get a good night's sleep and to do something fun. See a movie one night and go to bed early. And then the next day, let me know if you don't already feel sort of like rejuvenated and a new sense of purpose. All right, let's take a look at your wealth card. Wealth, which includes sort of any type of opportunity that's coming your way, but typically one that's going to help you with finances or career. Giving and receiving, I love it. That's exactly what I've been saying, and it's great to see the confirmation in the card. And so this is where sometimes the duty is not really a duty, it's a blessing. And if you can sort of switch that word duty, in fact, I'm going to put another word underneath it because I think it's better. To me, the word service sums it up much better. And that's what I would actually encourage you to think about instead. So instead of thinking I'm responsible for this, I have to do this, think about I want to do this. I'm providing a service for the community. I'm helping people. They're very similar, duty and service, but service is about actually helping and wanting to be of service. And there is nothing secret about this, but it is kind of magical. When you are generous and you give, people, in turn, the universe sort of opens up opportunities for you. And when you think about people you love in your life, it may be a parent, it may be an aunt, it could be a really nice boss that you worked for, or a best friend. Sometimes people just, it's like their heart's overflowing and they don't care about, sometimes they should maybe, but they don't care about money or whatever. It's just, I want to be there for you, or this makes me happy, or let me make you dinner tonight, I love to cook for you. And to be on the receiving end of that's fantastic. For them, being on the giving end is also fantastic. So experiment a little bit with both ends, and if you want to receive more, give a little bit more too. Okay, so that's the message here. And that's for wealth. So the interesting thing in the wealth department here is, if you want help, give help. If you want to be mentored, mentor someone else. Sometimes when I need advice, and even when I'm really busy, I'll actually offer to say, you know what, I need your advice, but first, do you need help with anything? Maybe I can help you. I know you've been stressed on this situation. Then can you lend me a hand? Then it's an equal trade. I mean, basically, when you give time or energy, you have to somehow compensate for that. So it's either I'm going to give you my time right back, or we'll agree in the future that I'm going to spot you and help you out with something, or I pay you for it. There's got to be some sort of an exchange. So make sure that if you don't have time to volunteer, that if you're asking for help, that you find a way to compensate people. So it could be with, an opportunity, a comped gift, some money, cooking dinner, but there's things that you can do and make sure that everything's even. And there you go. All right, so let's take a look at relationships. So your love card this month is past life relationship. Interesting. So what's cool about this, whenever I pull a past life card, this one isn't necessarily a twin flame. This is just past life. So what this is showing me in your love area is that, and I would say for you, I got the number 6 as I looked at this. So I think it's around the 6th of the month, or that the end of the first week. There could be a lesson, a trigger, or something fun that's happening that is your chance to relive or release past karma. So what's really cool, a lot of times, I'll take a sidebar for a second and then we'll get back into the reading. There's a misperception sometimes with what a soulmate is. I believe we have tons of soulmates in our life. Sometimes people are thinking of a twin flame when they say soulmate, but your dog can be your soulmate, your mom, your best friend. All these people in your life, a soulmate just means you've had several lives with them and several karmic lessons and baggage also with them. And so in each life, we get a chance to release karma and sometimes build new karma, or sometimes just build and build and build. So the relationship that you have, the closest intimate relationship that you have, it could be a really close friendship or love interest. What's coming through for this is to not, I'm getting it from looking at the card too, I would say trying to release possessiveness over that person, or needing to understand all of their motivations, or feeling like you have to control their decision-making process. So if you, with your closest friend, lover, or most intimate relationship, can think, we've known each other a long time, possibly past this life, just think about this, and I trust you. Because we go back to your catalyst card. Trust whoever's in your life and release that need to have them report on everything, or to control, or to understand everything. And then just take like a deep breath and think, really, I don't need to have that much control or that much influence in your life. All of a sudden, the relationship flows a lot easier, and your past karmic relationship or your past karmic lesson can either come to the surface or go away. Okay, so let's take a look at your destiny card. Destiny is something you can control. It's something that you can affect by your current activities. And yours is actually in a great trajectory. We have this beautiful prosperity card. Universe is pouring its abundance to you. Be open to receiving. And it's interesting because one of the other signs this month, receive, was the channeled message. So for you, I think that it's a matter of giving and receiving, because we got that message here for your wealth. So I think that if you're ready to do a little bit of both, the universe is gonna, you see this is like a horn of plenty. You'll have a cornucopia of beautiful opportunities coming through. Pay special attention this month to dreams. You might have an unusual idea that comes through with that, and I want you to go for it. I think that dreams are going to be a powerful medium for you to get information this month. All right, so let me summarize. That's a lot of information. Your channeled information was really more service than duty. What can you do to help other people in your life? And can you move away from seeing it as a responsibility and more as an opportunity? So I would like you to see not as a duty, but as a service. What can you do that will help others? There's going to be people, close friends and family in particular, that need more of your time this month. Some of it may just be like a close friend that needs you to text with them or talk on the phone. This is a communication card. So written, oral, text, all of that stuff could be coming through this month. Watch your money and make sure that you're comfortable with investments. Try to avoid major purchases this month. When it comes to all decisions this month, really trust your intuition and try not to take things to a negative place or think of the worst. Love most definitely wants to come through for you this month. Possibly a nice, open, younger water sign, but it could also just mean someone with a very creative nature and a young heart. I like the energy though. I do think the beginning of the month is better spent on you manifesting. That's the reversal of this, spending more time on your own projects so that you can, at the end of the month, have more time to play and enjoy. And that's what I see here is delayed fun, delayed partnerships, and delayed relationships coming through. Finally, it is a month when it may be hard to speak your mind. I want you to just spend, if you don't know how to say things, either listen, do more active listening, or talk to someone else and help them find let them help you find the right words. Maybe work with a strong air sign that can kind of help you with articulating yourself. As we look at your expanded forecast, we'll start first with the catalyst. I told you trust is going to touch every card and every sort of message this month. For health, we looked at some of you may have a little bit of difficulty focusing or concentrating this month with this foggy card or veiled card. It also means that some things could be hidden, and it's a great month to seek out expert opinion by all means, because for those of you that haven't gone in for a physical in a long time, or are feeling that there could be something that isn't right, you should get it checked out. This means that there could be something that's been lurking for a while. But more likely than not, what it means is you need to spend more time resting your brain. That means getting a good night's sleep, letting go of alcohol, caffeine, and nicotine, and just letting your mind clear out. And that's typically what the fog card means. For wealth, you need to not only expect compensation, but also give of yourself, of your service, of your time, of your generosity. And over the holidays, it's a great way, even if you give $1 to a charity, it's basically a message to the universe that hey, I'm willing to share. And then in return, the universe says, well, great, because I'm going to give you a whole bunch more. But sometimes when you hold it tight and think, I don't have enough, it's not going to come to me, I can't give it up, then the universe thinks, well, I guess you're not ready for more. So think about a very small, or if you walk by, someone that's singing for money, or there's a charity donation box, even if you put 1 cent in there, that's actually a symbolic note to the universe that I'm willing to give a little. So think of giving a penny this month to your favorite charity, or to a street performer, or to a homeless person. It could change their whole world, and it can also open up your flow of prosperity. For your love relationships this month, it's all about trying not to hold on to things too much. So either control, feeling clingy, feeling like you need them in your life, trust that they're going to be okay, trust that they're not going to cheat on you, unless they've given you absolute trail of proof that something's going on. This is a case where separation, trust, and distance is going to strengthen the relationship. As I said, for you, prosperity wants to come in, but you have to allow it. Sometimes by giving a small token of generosity, it makes room. It's like a table. If you have too much on it, you're not going to be able to put something new in. So just by giving a little bit away, the universe then has room to fill it with something new. So that's all your messages for this month. I hope that this was helpful, and I'd like to thank you, because every month you have a lot of choices, and I'm so happy that you decided to come here, and I'm really happy that I could give you your December information. So it looks like you're off to a great start, and I'm really happy to see that love and creativity are big themes for you this month. And as we look in just a little bit into the future here, with this card being your final card for 2017, what I would say is, as you think of next year, of 2016 heading into 2017, as you think of next year, I want you to write down 2 or 3 things that you want, but it's the process of writing that's going to make this happen for you. I think Doreen Virtue talks about having like this divine box where you can put, I think she calls it a God box, but I just like to think of it as it's almost like a post office box for the universe. You could put what you want in some sort of a container and let your hopes and dreams go there and think, I'm now releasing it to the universe. And for you, I think that process of writing, sealing, and letting go is going to be really helpful. And I see that this could also help, especially with the relationship. So maybe you put in that box, or you just put the intention out to the universe, and you might work your way into it. I want to trust you. I'm trusting you. I trust you. It's going to be okay. We're going to be fine. And you work your way through the thought process of, and I'm letting go this need to know everything. That'll help you on a lot of levels, okay? Anyway, if you'd ever like a one-on-one reading, feel free to reach out. I'm going to post a link in the corner, and you can take a look at rates and availability and see if that works for you. Otherwise, the best way to keep in touch is to either click subscribe or to join my newsletter, or one of my social networks. And I'll put a link here so you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or subscribe to the newsletter. And if you felt that this was really helpful and you'd like to just support the channel, I put a donation button at the end as well, and that helps keep the channel going from month to month. Otherwise, take care of yourself. Thank you so much. And I wish you, your family, and your friends a very prosperous 2017. I'll see you again in January with more insights on the new year. Take care of yourself. Sat Nam. Bye-bye.